I hate saying it over and over again like a broken clock, but Chelsea Football Club need a goalkeeper, and it looks like they're actually doing something, according to sources from Italy and England. However, Fabrizio's got another twist to the story. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Kavkas View, and it's that time of the year. It's international. No one cares. No one wants to watch their national teams because it's not a World Cup or a Euros. It's qualifiers. No one really bothers. But I've got your Chelsea fix here. I'm your Chelsea dietitian. I've got the latest news regarding Chelsea, and let me give you the rundown of what we're going to be covering. Number one, Onana linked with Chelsea. The Inter goalkeeper has been actively named with sources within England that Chelsea are looking at him. Number two, Malo Gusto and Fofana injury updates. Massive news on both of them. Yes, Fofana's injured again. Wesley Fofana has picked up an injury, but we've got good news there, so you don't need to panic. Mason Mount and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang went for extracurricular activities. One flew to Barcelona and was in the dressing room after Barcelona won the El Clasico, and the other one, well, let's just say most probably was trying to Chelsea my Gemma. He was trying to move to her, most probably their friends, I don't know, but Chelsea Twitter had an absolute fiasco about it. But before we get started, you guys already know the drill. Guys, we need to be aiming for at least 750 likes on this video. If we get to 1,000, it's even better. So what I want from every single one of you, because YouTube's been a little bit difficult at this moment in time, I need you lot in the comments below to tell me what number like you are. If you're number 15, just write 15. If you're 65, 65. 100, 100. You're not a dummy, you can work it out, all right? It's very simplistic. Subscribe to the channel, it goes a long way. You made it this far, you're clearly enjoying something. And if you guys want to help out an extra mile, follow me on Instagram. I'm at nearly at 1,000 followers, and it's ridiculous. 25k account on YouTube with not even 1,000 followers. In the pinned comment, go follow me. But we're going to start with the Mason Mount and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang news, because I think people have blown it out of perspective as per usual. Whenever it comes to Mason Mount or Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, there are always stories that are beyond off the pitch, and I hate it. I really do, because for me, people need to calm down. Look, when you go to work and you work a 9 to 5 or you work a 6 to 3, whatever hours you work, what you do in your own time is your own time. So why do people think that football players are any different? Mason Mount was pictured at an MMA fight in London, and he got pictured by the paparazzis, and more importantly, he was pictured on Maya Jama's Instagram. And the picture of them two both there, she was with a friend, Mason Mount's in the background, giving a little cheeky pose, and people had a meltdown. People were like, how dare he? Who does he think he is? We're 11. What is he going to do at 8, 10 o'clock at night, whatever time the fight was? He's injured. He's clearly not available for squad selection, and now people are using the emphasis of what the anger they have towards him due to the contract situation, due to him not being up to the standards that Chelsea require from certain people's perspective. And now they're trying to beat him with this stick like, oh my God, we dropped points and he's out there at an MMA fight. Who cares? Get a life. That's the easiest thing I can say. Get a life. He's allowed to go and relax. He's allowed to go and de-stress. And you know what? I can imagine he is consistently getting questions left, right, and center. Are you going to stay at Chelsea? Are you not going to stay at Chelsea? Are you going to leave? Are you going to move on? Maybe he just needed to distress. It's not our place to police other people's extracurricular activity. Number two, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Aubameyang flew to Barcelona, was most probably in a box at Barcelona, and when Barcelona won, he was pictured downstairs in the dressing room. There was a picture, I think, with Ferran Torres, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, people had a meltdown about it. They're like, how dare he? How can he go into another team's dressing room and pose there with the team? Listen, for me, it's very simple. It is very, very simple, right? Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has been extremely mistreated since he joined Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea got him from Barcelona under the assumption that he was going to play for Thomas Tuchel. After one game, they got rid of Tuchel. Once Tuchel goes, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is no longer required. The board are basically passing judgments that he's surplus the requirement. Let's send him to LA Galaxy. We don't need him. He doesn't want to move there. He wanted to go back to Barcelona, but due to FIFA regulations, he couldn't move and play for 2 clubs in the same calendar year. And guess what happened? The guy's basically been ostracized and isolated out of the team. He's basically training with the team as an honorary member. He's like Sammy Uso in the bloodline without any of the action. Like, he literally isn't participating in anything. He's just there, smiling and just taking pictures and being there for social media content. It is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. So that people get angry that he went to Barcelona. If anything, I think he's plotting a way to get back to Barcelona, because in January, they tried to re-sign him. Xavi was actively pursuing to get the player back. So maybe we can work this out. I've got no problem with either one of them doing whatever they want in their extracurricular activities, as long as it doesn't put the club into repute. And in this case, it's not. They're literally just being young men that are enjoying themselves and having a great time. There is nothing wrong. On to additional news that around our £70 million player that we've signed in Wesley Fofana. Wesley Fofana has pulled out of the France squad. It's been reported that Wesley Fofana got called up to the France squad. He got there, and all of a sudden, because he was subbed against Everton, I think it was the 88th minute, Wesley Fofana is now out with hamstring issue. The player has been on the treatment table for a while now. I think it's literally for 2 years, on and off, on and off, on and off. We finally got back onto the pitch, and we're seeing his quality, and we're understanding what he possesses. But what I really like, and what I'm really impressed with, they spotted it early. They fixed it. He's got 10 days to recover, and then he's back. And guess what? International duty is 15 days. So literally, he's just going to rest up, concentrate on his rehab, and hopefully be fit for the first game back, because that's what we want. Malo Gusto also got injured playing for Lyon, but he's been out for 2-3 months, and Lyon have been very frustrated with him because he's been spending a lot of time in the UK. So they're not even able to invigilate whether he's recovering quicker, because he's getting all his treatment in London. He's having a good time. He's in and around Cobham. He's getting to know people. He's getting to know the staff. He's getting to know the team. And this is good. He's always pictured at Stamford Bridge. Guys, I think this is very important, because this is a slow transition for the individual into the squad. We need to be very careful when you buy so many people and then you get them onto the pitch, young player, and he doesn't perform, and all of a sudden the pressure's there, he doesn't know anyone. Now he's there, he's getting to know everyone, he knows where on his first day who he's going to chill with, who's going to sit with, who's going to train with. He knows the whole procedure, and for me, this is only going to benefit him. It's slowly easing him in nicely. I love it. And finally now, it's about the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper's been a situation that I don't know what's going on, alright? So at this moment in time, it's being reported that Chelsea don't know whether they're actually going to go in for a keeper. They're not confirmed whether they definitely want a new keeper or whether Kepa's going to be the number one. Fabrizio Romano has reported this. He was talking to Court Offside and said Chelsea are on the back burner about a keeper. They've got other positions that they want to prioritize. Nonsense. We cannot be doing this. But then there are reports from the UK coming and Italian sources that Andre Onana and his representatives have been in contact with Chelsea. Andre Onana is a very good goalkeeper. I've always said this ever since his Ajax days. If he was to join Chelsea, he's an upgrade on Kepa Arrizabalaga. He's good with the ball at his feet. He's been very good as a shot stopper. Had some off the pitch politics, and he was banned for a period of time. Do your own research. But other than that, I think he's just a good footballer. He's a goalkeeper that's in a position where he isn't meant to be as good of a footballer, but he is. He's very neat and tidy on the ball. So he would fit into Potter's system very well. Furthermore, we've been persistently linked with Raya. We've been persistently linked with other goalkeepers. The rumour I heard about Onana is that we'll give Mendy plus 40M to get him, the 26-year-old. It's very interesting. It's something that's starting to add up now. I think over this international period, we're going to get more and more stories. I will be reporting it. There'll be more details. Players are going to get comfortable. They're going to start talking. You know how they do. We're going to get a lot of insight over what's going to happen this summer. Lukaku as well, potentially going to Inter Milan in an Onana deal, could be an avenue that we can explore. But like I said, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, support this channel during a tough period now where there's internationals, and it's going to be tougher for us to make stories. But you know the drill. See you later. Peace out. I'm out.